Hi everybody, and welcome back to the Dependent Fanatic channel. I am a Dependent Fanatic. Earlier this week I ran down the offense and the roster breakdown / depth chart and who I think will start and contribute on offense. Right now I am going to go over the defense and who I think will be key contributors and starters on defense. And as you see here, the name that is circled will be the one of the 11 starters on defense. I know that successful defenses have multiple looks and lots of different players, and I think maybe some of Michigan's prospects will shine this year doing that. It's hard to take Hutchinson off the field and David Ojabo and Daxton Hill and others, but people have bided their time here. Many had to wait their turn due to the talent that Michigan had last season. So I think they're about ready to break out. Is this a rebuild or a reload? I think this is a reload. Michigan is there right now. So, well, let's just get into it. What is the defense going to look like this season? The cornerbacks, we're going to start from the backfield up to the defensive line. DJ Turner is a senior, 6 foot, 180. He had 29 tackles last year and 2 interceptions. He's just getting better and better every year. Will Johnson, freshman. I think will start on the opposite side. 6'2", 194. There's a line there because he has no stats and whatnot. Mike Sainristil still, I think, will back those guys up. Maybe possibly start over Will Johnson. He looked really good in the spring game. We'll see what he does in fall camp. But he's a senior, 5'10", 182, and he used to be a wide receiver, so there are no stats for him on the defense. Actually, he did have 1 tackle, I believe, or 4 tackles, I believe, on defense last season. And Jamon Green, senior, 6'2", 186, had 21 tackles and 1 interception last season. And there are people behind all these seniors and Will Johnson. But we're just going to move on. That's enough right there. That's deep enough. And we'll go to the safeties. I think Rod Moore, sophomore, he put on a lot of weight, which I was excited to see. 6 foot, 185 now. He was like 170. Really light. But he had 31 tackles last season, which was 125th in the Big Ten. And, these players that left there are players that left the Big Ten. So, these numbers look pretty darn good because anyone above them either graduated, or most everyone above them either graduated or went to the NFL. R.J. Moulton had 34 tackles, which was 111th in the Big Ten last year. Makari Page Jr. barely played at all, but you got to remember Dax Hill and I'm forgetting his name, but the senior that graduated was back there, and it's just hard to get playing time. But he had 2 tackles, and German Green had 3 tackles. So, and they barely have ever played, but they're upperclassmen. They've been in the system. I'm excited about the secondary. I think it will probably be our best unit on defense. At linebacker, you have Junior Colson, who finished with 56 tackles, which was 44th in the Big Ten last year. And as I said, a lot of those 43 players above him are gone. So, and he had half a sack as well. Nikhil Green, a junior, 6'2", 232, had 46 tackles, which was good for a 74th in the Big Ten last year. Michael Barrett, a senior, 6 foot, 233, had 20 tackles. And Joey Velasquez, a senior, 6 foot, 225, he actually won the Big Ten in baseball and football last season. He played for both sports and won both Big Ten titles and was a key contributor in their run in the postseason. And you have Jaden Hood, barely playing time, 1 tackle. So, and then Khalil Mullings had some tackles as well, but last season, but he has practiced at running back this year. So, he's kind of in a tweener. Wherever he is needed, I guess, is where they will put him. All right. And then at nickel, or I guess the third outside linebacker, or Viper, or Rover, whatever you want to call it, I think Jalen Perry is the best candidate for that spot. Senior, 6 foot, 190, and had 3 tackles last season. Jaden McBurrows, 2 tackles last season. Senior Quentin Johnson, 3 tackles last season. So, this could go to a corner or a linebacker, but I just think the build of these players suit them well for a nickel type position. And I don't know what it's going to look like. You did have Mike McDonald last year, which went back to the NFL to coach for John Harbaugh at the Ravens, and he was spectacular. Will Jesse Minter from the same tree keep the same types of things going? Now the defensive line. Everyone is worried about the lack of Aiden Hutchinson and David Ojabo and Chris Hinton in the middle. And I say, why? We're still pretty good. All these players had to wait their turn because them guys were so great. Mozzie Smith is a senior, 6'3", 337. People have said that, and I saw some guy out there that said he is the #1 freak in college football. 35 tackles last year, which was 108th in the Big Ten. Chris Jenkins, a junior, 6'3", 285, had 15 tackles last season, was 229 in the Big Ten in tackles last season. And Cam Good, a senior, I couldn't find any stats for him. He's waited his turn. 6'2", 323. Kenneth Grant, freshman, 6'3", 356. Wow. We have options here. Fall camp is going on, and I just can't wait to see what this team rolls out and what they look like on defense. Ike Owena, sophomore, 6'3", 321. Mike Iwana, I hope you wanna get it done, buddy. Mason Graham, freshman, 6'3", 317 pounds. Okay, and that's the defensive tackles / nose tackles here for the University of Michigan. And we finish with the defensive ends. I think Mike Morris will be your starter on one side. Senior, 6'6", 292, had 15 tackles last year and an interception, believe it or not. And Jalen Harrell, junior, 6'4", 246 pounds, 11 tackles last season. These guys, like I said, were behind the vaunted defensive line that has departed. So we'll see what they can do, but I'm so excited. Taylor Upshaw, senior, 6'4", 265, 7 tackles. Braden McGregor, junior, 6'6", 261, 5 tackles. Julius Welkoff, senior, 6'7", 266 pounds, 11 tackles. And then you have sophomore Kayshawn Bennett, who never had a snap last year. Maybe he played in one game, but sophomore, 6'4", 241 pounds. So the defense has the players. Don't let other people tell you otherwise. They're there. It's just a matter if it's a reload or a rebuild. And if it's a rebuild, the schedule sets up really nice for all these players to be able to gel with wins going along the way. So there you have it. Thank you all. And like the sheet says, please remember to like the video, share the video with your friends on social media, or go knock on your next door neighbor and say, hey, this guy is pretty good. He knows what he's talking about. He loves Michigan. Comment down below. And the biggest thing is subscribe. If you want more content from me, I need more subscribers. And I've gotten more here recently and more views and all that. And I'm loving every minute of it. But it's not nearly enough. So, it's all free. But thank you. And just remember to have a great day, everybody. Thanks.